And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Byron Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, Hurts. Here's a screen now for Pollard. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. This defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. The Rams at 4-11 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Keep it up.
2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After one, 7-3 the score. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll set up a throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shot.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On the return, it's Rodgers. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Running right, it's Pollard. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
Touchdown, Eagles! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Rams 3. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the
touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 40 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock.